Hi, this is Kavita Suresh Kumar, and in this demo I am going to demonstrate how to create a new Azure repo and do collaborative development using the Azure repo features like branches, commits and pull request. I have logged into the Azure repos. So I have a demo project. So whenever a project is created, automatically it is going to create a repo associated with that. Click the demo project. So click the repos. That's what you're seeing here, demo project. But if you wanted to create a new repository, you can click this and click a new repository, and you can give your repository name and then click create. For the demo purpose, I'm going to use the repository which got automatically created as part of the project creation. The first step is, let's clone this repository to our local system. Copy the URL, go to the terminal, git clone. So now we have cloned a empty repository. So here you can see there is an option to generate the Git credentials. I have generated the Git credentials and I have used that to access the Azure repos. So if you have not already generated, click this generate Git credentials. You will get the credentials. You can use that to access the Azure repos. Now first let us get into the repository. So now let's add a simple file to it. So we'll do one and add this content to a demo.txt file. Now let's do a git status. You can see there is a file but it is not tracked. So let's add it. So we can see there is one file ready to be committed. So let's do a commit. First file added. So let's do a push. So now we have pushed the changes to the Azure Repos repository. Now let's check for the files. Yes, we can see there is a new file demo.txt added to the Azure Repos. You can see this is the content. And here we have an option to see the history, right? So here it says we have done only one commit. So we can see that commit information here. So we will be able to see the comparison, yes, side by side, or you'll be able to do the inline comparison also. Okay, so this is the place where you will see all that information on who has done what changes. Okay, so now let us go and check for the commits. So it's the same information what we saw in the previous page. We have only one commit, and then we'll see the pushes. Yes, there is only one push we have done, right? And then branches. In an actual development environment, multiple developers will be working on a single repository. So in that case, if we allow them to all the developers to push their changes to the master branch, it is going to cause confusion and conflict. So for that purpose, we have the concept called branch. So you can create a new branch and each developers will have their own branch. They can do the changes and want all the changes ready. So they can create a pull request and ask for a review. And when everything is fine, they can get the changes merged to the master. So let's see that, how to do that. Let's create a new branch. Let's call the branch name as develop branch, right? And it is based on the master. So it will be a copy of a clone of the master. And if you wanted to link to any work items, you'll be able to do that. So actually, as part of the boards, I have created a task for create video. So I'm going to link to that. Click create. So we have created a new branch, but this branch is in par with the master branch because we have not added any new changes. Let's go to this branch. Okay. So now we will add a new file. So let's call this file as okay. So yesterday already I published one video on the Azure boards. So let's call this as file name as boards.txt. Create, and then we will add the content as published Azure boards demo. So we'll commit this, right? We will link it to the same work item. Click commit, right? Let's add another file. So this time we'll call the file name as repos.txt. Click create. So we're working on Azure Repos video. and then click commit. So this also will link to the same video, and then click commit. So now we have created 2 files and separately committed both the files. Okay, files. So we can see now in the develop branch we have 3 files, and if I go to master, we have only 1 file there. So now we wanted to merge the other 2 files also to the master, right? So for that, let us go and create a pull request. Click pull request. So you can create a new pull request, right? So select the source. The source is going to be develop, and we wanted to merge that to the master. So we'll give the title is merge develop to master. Okay, and you can give the description. You will be able to, you can just click add commit messages, and all the commit information will automatically get added to here. And then you can add a reviewer, right, who is going to review, and then we can already the work item is linked. And if you wanted to add any tags, you can add. For example, I'll simply add as a tag as a dev, then click create. So we have now created a pull request, right? So you'll be able to see what are the files, right? These are the new 2 files which is going to get added as part of this merge. And what is an update? It's like it has 2 commits which is going to get updated, and again the commit information is available here. So here for the approver, they have an option to approve with suggestions, wait for author, reject. So all these things they will be able to do. So I'm just going to click approve. Now it is like we need to merge the changes, right? So you'll be able to merge as a complete, mark as draft or abandon. So I'm going to complete. So here there are multiple merge options available. One is merge no fast forward, so which means it is like a non-linear merge. It is going to preserve all the commit history. So this is a merge no fast forward, and then you will be able to do a squash commit, which is actually a linear commit, right? So it is going to commit with a single commit on the target. See, in our case we have the multiple commits, one for adding the boards.txt, one for the repos.txt, but when it gets merged in the master branch, you will see only 1 commit, that is a squash commit, linear history commit. And then you have the rebase and fast forward. So here it is going to rebase the source to the master, and then it is going to do a fast forward. So you can see this, it's going to rebase, and then you will see the fast forward. And the other one is the semi-linear merge. So again this is going to rebase the source commit, and also it will create the 2 parent merge. So that is the semi-linear merge. So in our case we will go ahead with the merge no fast forward. You have an option, right, whether you'll be able to see for example, if that is going to be the last pull request, and if it is done, means it's like you can even complete your associated work item after merging, right? And if you wanted to customize and add additional merge commit message, that also you'll be able to do. Let's click complete merge. So now the changes have been successfully merged. Okay, and since we have not deleted the source branch, that's why we have this option. Okay, now let us go and see the master branch. Let's go to the master branch. So we can see it has 3 files. When I go to develop branch also, I can see the 3 files. Now let's go to the pull request, completed pull request. So now in case if I wanted to revert the changes, okay, by mistake I have merged the pull request. So now I wanted to revert the changes. So for that you can select the particular pull request and you can click revert, right? So it will create another new branch to perform the revert, and you can click revert. So it creates a new pull request, right? So you can create that pull request, and then you can complete the pull request if you wanted to revert the changes, right? So in this case we'll select this option because we wanted to delete the new branch which has been created for the revert. So complete merge, right? So now we have reverted the changes. Okay, so let's go to the branches and see what changes we have in the master. Yes, in master we have only demo because we have reverted the other 2 changes. Okay, so let's see the other feature, right? See, let's go to the commit. Okay, so we can see we have 2 commits, right, as part of the develop, which is one is we are adding the boards.txt, and when we have added the repos.txt. But what we felt is, okay, I don't want to merge my both the commit changes to my master branch, but I wanted to do only one commit. I wanted only the repos.txt file which has to be added to master. I don't want to do both. For that, let's select the particular commit. So we have selected this commit. So click the option here. So you have an option to cherry pick. So click cherry pick. So again, you need to select the branch, target branch, it is master. So automatically another branch will get created for this cherry pick. So now click cherry pick. So it has created a cherry pick PR. So you can review that and you can click create, and you can see the files, right? So it is having only the repos.txt file, and that is the only commit, right? So now let's click complete, right? So again here we will select the option of delete and then click complete merge. Okay, so the merge has been successfully completed. Let's go to the branch. Let's see the master branch. Yes, we can see the demo.txt and repos.txt which we cherry picked now. And when we go to develop, still we can see the 3 files. It has the board.txt as well. Okay, now let us go to the branches and explore the further other features available. You can right click this. So here you can see there are multiple options available to create a new branch, new pull request. If you want to delete this branch, you can do it, and you want to view the files in this particular branch, view history, compare branches, and if you can set this as a compare branch, and you can set this as a default branch. You'll be able to lock the branch, and you'll be able to create the branch policies. So branch policies, you'll be able to enable and say, okay, we need this many number of minimum reviewers required, right? And then you can say, right, if you need to always check for the linked work items. Work item has to be always linked, right? And then we need to check for the command resolution. So all the commands have been resolved. So all these all these things you'll be able to enable in this particular for this particular branch. Even you'll be able to add the build validation, and you'll be able to add the status checks, and you'll be able to automatically include reviewers. All these things are possible. So you will be able to enable all these features as part of the branch policies. So now let us go and see the commits, right? So let's go to the master commit, right? Here you can see the graph which clearly says how the particular merging has happened, right? So all these informations you will be able to see in the commits page. In this demo, we have seen how using Azure Repos, we can do collaborative development by creating branches, commits, and pull request. So we have created branches, we have created pull request, we have merged the changes, we have reverted the changes, and we have even cherry picked a specific commit to the master branch. Thanks for watching the demo.